Hi, I've not seen you in a while. Actually, you've not seen me in a while. Okay. So I was visiting one of my best friends that just recently moved to Berlin. And actually this video is on theme with that because I want to talk to you about how to make friends as an adult, especially in a new place. Because let's be honest, it's not really that easy. Well, it's not really that hard. I'm gonna talk about it later. And you know, when you were a kid, you would just go to a playground and be like, oh, hi, do you want to be my new best friend? Yes. Done deal. You cannot really do that as an adult because that would be weird. Actually, the equivalent of that playground is women's bathroom in a club. If you're a girl, you know what I mean by that. There's most like supporting and like empowering environment. Like you go to the bathroom, like, and everyone is so drunk and you're like, you look amazing. You are so beautiful. You should dump his ass. You know what I mean? But sadly, usually everyone is too drunk to like exchange numbers or like any contact details. So yeah, that's the friendship that only lasts for like those 20 minutes when you're standing in a queue to the bathroom. I've always had a lot of friends and I met friends quite easily. And when I moved to America, we had like those monthly au pair meetings. So I met a lot of girls there and we became friends, and it was so much easier because it was like provided for us, like the opportunity to meet other girls. And then when I got back to Poland, I found a new job and a lot of my very good friends I met there. And then when I moved here to Edinburgh, it was a bit tough, I might say. For the first few months, I was quite miserable because I'm such a social person. I'm not really that extrovert. I'm more like, I don't know what's the word, like equally introvert and extrovert. But yeah, I moved with this girl and we just hung out, two of us. And that was a bit hard for me because always I have a lot of friends and I like juggle them, you know what I mean? Like I meet you today and then like the other person tomorrow, so I need that in my life. And there was just me and this girl, and I was tough time to meet someone. I was quite sad because of that, and I was homesick, and I'm never really homesick. Even when I was in America, I lived there for 2 years, and throughout those 2 years I didn't go back home even once. I started hating Scotland because of that, and look at me now. I have so many friends and I'm so happy here. I feel like I have like a huge family and I hang out with them all the time, and they do such a cool things. We have like bonfires and we go to raves and it's just so much fun. It was my birthday last week and I am dealing with a lot of like anxiety and stress now because of what is happening in the world right now. And I wasn't really sure if I want to celebrate my birthday because everything is just too much for me. And then 2 days before, I just invited a few of my friends. I was like, oh guys, do you want to just come for pizza? And most of them, they said they already have plans. If we can meet like the weekend after. I was like, oh yeah, sure, no bother. One of them said that they need to self-isolate now. The other went to hospital, and like it was just supposed to be me and my flatmates and like 2 friends. Look what happened. Like, sorry, this video is not at highest quality, but honestly, it was the best moment of my life. I didn't know how to react. I literally cried. It made me realize how lucky I am and how many beautiful and amazing friends I met here. One of my best friends, Natasha, that I visited in Berlin, actually couldn't be here because she lives in Berlin now, but I met her here in Edinburgh. That was only a few months after I got here. I met her at work. We became really, really close. And that's really the proof that you can meet someone even when you're like 30 and become really, really good friends. It doesn't have to be like a person that you've known your whole life. It's insane that like a few years ago, I didn't even know that she existed, and now we're so close. So yeah, I filmed the weekend with her, and I'm gonna play that for you guys, and I'm gonna talk about how I make friends as an adult, and how to find place in a new city or new town or new country when you don't have anyone there. So yeah, there you go. So to be honest, I've met most of my friends at work. I think a lot of people don't like to like make friends at work. They're just like, oh, we're not friends, we're just familiar faces. But like, I think you're robbing yourself of that opportunity. Honestly, even like back home, most of my great friends that I've met when I moved back home, I've met at work. I'm like so close with them, even though I live in a different country and I don't work there anymore. For like, I have not been working there for almost 4 years. I've gained friendships for life. And like I met Natasha, my Canadian friend that lives in Berlin now, also at work, and Christina. Hi guys. I'm not gonna name everyone by name because it's just gonna be like very personal and like you don't really care. And then Now in my another job, I made also great people, and I'm now gonna be friends for a long time. So yeah, be proactive. Second one, Bumble BFF. I think I mentioned that before, but this is like the best app, honestly. I wish this existed years ago. I met my great friend here in Edinburgh. She's actually Polish as well. There's a lot of people on this app now. There is no more stigma about meeting people online, and this is such a great tool. I know a lot of people who also met friends through this, so just give it a try. I think there's more expats on this app than people actually from here. Like we are at this age that we actually, if we're not in a relationship and we don't have kids, we actually need new friends, because the ones that we have that have those things, yeah, a lot of people our age now are finding themselves in need of friends. So get on that. It's totally free. It's basically a dating app, but like for finding your friends. There's another side of Bumble for dating, but Bumble BFF is to find new connections, to new friendships. So please try that. The other thing is Facebook groups. Yes, I feel like I mention Facebook groups in like every video, but I know I am like a grandma or like old aunt with my Facebook. Like I know it's for old people, blah blah blah, but Facebook groups are actually amazing to find friends. So yeah, Facebook groups, there's a lot of like expats in, for example, like Polish people in Edinburgh, or like expats in Edinburgh. And there's one group that I recently joined. This is for the sole purpose of meeting other people who are single and child-free, because as I mentioned before, you might have a lot of friends, but they have their life and their responsibilities with their children and their marriage and stuff, and they cannot meet you all the time. So you want to have someone you can go out on Friday night and get steaming. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's single and child-free, childless Edinburgh, which is such a nice group, and I actually went for one of the meetings. We went to a pub quiz and we actually won. I never won a pub quiz before, so I was very proud of us. So yeah, obviously try that. It's such a great way to meet people. I also met a lot of people through my flatmates. So that's actually one of the great things about living with people, that if you get along, you are gaining lifetime friends, as I did with Valentina and Victor. They're the best and I love them so much. I'm sure we're gonna be friends forever. Like I just realized I say that a lot and I sound like a 5-year-old girl. Oh, friends forever, pinky promise. But yeah, I love my friends. So I met a lot of people through my flatmates, and I have this like huge group of friends, and it's very, very exciting. And also be open-minded and go to events. Join some clubs like book clubs, or join the gym and talk to people there. I actually used to do burlesque before COVID. It was the greatest experience, honestly. Imagine, there were like women of different like sizes and shapes and ages. Even one of the women, I remember she was like 70 years old. Imagine 7-year-old grandma in fishnet stockings. Amazing. I'm gonna go back to this year. That's my goal for this year, go back to burlesque. But that was great, and I met very nice people there. We don't really keep in touch anymore because it's been a long time, but I'm very hopeful. I know it is hard, it seems hard, but it's actually not that hard. I understand that I'm very privileged and I make friends very easily because I am like bubbly and welcoming. It might not be the case for everyone, but just, I'm sure you can find people that you're gonna vibe with. Just give it a go. Go on Bumble BFF, go on Facebook, Instagram, reach out to people in your community. And also, there's another very important thing, is to follow up with all your, like, with the people that you meet. Because sometimes what happens, like, you meet one person, you go for a coffee or for a beer, and then you never talk again because you're like, oh, like, you know, a few days pass and like, oh, it's too late now to like message them, and then the person might think the same thing. So like follow up and schedule another meeting, another friend date. And you know, to have friends, you need to like nourish those friendships. You cannot just be very passive. You have to be proactive. I hope you can meet a lot of great people, and if you're ever considering moving to Edinburgh, hit me up. We can be friends. You never know. Bye!